Thanks, Lebo, and good morning once again to you and the viewers. We're broadcasting live from Jan Smuts Stadium. It's the final leg. This is where it all ends for the marathon runners that started in Bishu this morning. And I must tell you, there's a nice buzz and excitement here this morning. And that's the interesting thing about the book slot. It is coming from the Eastern Cape this morning. I'm talking to a creative consultant. He's a television producer. He's an arts director. The list is endless. And what he's put together, I must tell you, is absolutely magical. It features South Africa's second largest township. Now, we all know that Soweto is the largest, but Mdantshane is the second largest one. And our author this morning has put together a collage of images, stories from Mdantshane, and it's called Mdantshane Jubilee and all that jazz. Of course, I'm talking about Vukile Bukwana. Vukile, good morning, welcome.
Good morning.
Just for the benefit of our viewers, what is your offering all about?
The Mdantshane Jubilee and all that jazz came about because Mdantshane was celebrating its centenary, 50 years of its existence, where people were forcibly removed and others were attracted to the industries. The factory called Cyril Lord, now known as Dagama Textile in today's world. Now, it's an eclectic mixture of fashion, showbiz, politics, and just ordinary people as well, Oxfam was behind the book. They're the ones who really were behind the project. And we used learners from a disabled school called Vuguambe, a school for the disabled, where they were doing a bit of research on some personalities, Vuyani Pungu happening to be one of them, and he's the one who was prominent there. But people who feature there, you've got people like Mzima Senguni, who's a famous boxing promoter. As you know, this is a city of champions. We've got someone like Ben Nomoyi. Ben Nomoyi is credited with over 4 decades in the film and television business. The list is endless of people, sports personalities, politicians. The bus strike, was started here and lasted over since 1973, right up until the 80s. There was a Bisho massacre as well. There was an Egerton massacre that happened in Mdantshane because of those bus protests. So all of those political, social, are captured clearly and deeply in the book.
The one thing that strikes me about this book, when you leaf through it, it's rich in terms of photographs, in terms of the color showing of people. I mean, you've got interesting stories from jazz legends that are now opening schools, to individual people that are just, they are striking, for lack of a better description.
You see, Soweto is a brashly modern township. Mdantshane is still kind of progressing. So what you still have there is authenticity, whether it's culture. So for example, the Pantsula subculture is still prevalent there, You still have Rastafarians, that are staying true, and a featured one here, Rasta Starliner, who's a visual artist, I profile him and his work and his beliefs on Marcus Garvey and Rastafarianism. Then I go to sports personalities. These are people who did not make it because they are near Johannesburg, where it's easy to be famous and so on. They've lived true to themselves and what it is that they are doing. So therefore then it becomes such a beautiful thing when you're holding the book. You just want to be part. You can't put it down because you just want to interact with these people. We've had so much interest from universities. For example, the Nelson Mandela Bay University is interested in using the book to reflect on spatial development, what they call urban identities, Those communities are almost buried because every time you listen to the news, it's all about Soweto and so on. So this was about really coming out of age. And I'm sure that a number of projects, because this is the only authoritative book on Mdantshane. From here on, we're likely to see documentaries, we're likely to see other books interpreting other parts of life and lifestyle and the people of Mdantshane.
It's a project book that's available in libraries, but why did it become a passion book for you? What was it about this project that said, I had to get involved, I had to sink my teeth?
I've been a journalist based in Johannesburg for many years, and you kind of get the pretense when you're in Johannesburg of people there, and really the pretense of even people in Soweto about who they are and what it is that they represent. And this book for me showed me another part of people, that you could still be in a township, be close to your culture, because the one thing that then rivals Soweto here is that these people have got a cultural identity that's unrivaled. They're staying so true to their roots in a way that not only makes sense but oozes confidence and integrity, and therefore for me no one can beat that. It's an authentic township and there can only be one Mdantshane.
Kila, we're going to leave it there, but thank you very much for joining me here this morning. Unfortunately, he is working on the commercial release, but it's available in libraries. It's called Mdantshane Jubilee and all that jazz. Our author this morning is a specialist across the board. He's a creative, he's a television producer, and this book, I guarantee, if you go to the libraries, you pick it up, he'll let us know when the commercial element of this book does come out. But it's available in libraries, as I said, and it does give you a sense of what the second largest township in South Africa is all about. We go to an ad break. We'll be back.